Oh, hey, POs. How's everybody? Guys, I just heard this report. A young life, another young life, stuffed out, taken from her family. Mother of two, Sonia Massey. Um, whew, it's happening all too much. It's happening all too frequent. This mess has got to stop. This is what I be talking about. We are so anxious to fight against each other. So, okay, Massey, mom of two. They say she has some type of mental. She was mentally challenged. Okay, called the police for. I don't know if she heard, thought she heard some noise somewhere, or thought somebody, I don't know, was trying to get in, or I don't know, but called the police. Um, and to make a long story, I posted it on my community wall, guys, some of the footage about what occurred. This young lady, like I say, a mother of two small children, is in the ground. She's been unalived. Um, this is happening too much. It's like, and when we go back and forth with one another, it's like a lot of times without us even thinking about it, because it's a lot of people who have real strong opinions about who's here on the planet. And it's like when we go back and forth, we are doing, and when we unalive one another, it's like we're carrying out the things that others would have. I'm trying to watch my words here on YouTube. I don't know why I need to, because on these other mainstream channels, they're saying what they want to say. So, YouTube, hopefully you'll leave me alone, because I'm not bothering or saying nothing that's not being said on YouTube already and other platforms of a mainstream media. But it seems like when we go back and forth with each other, we are doing the job for the people who think that um, a segment of people who look like me should not be on the planet. And whatever happened to, I thought, because they mentioned that the girl might have had some mental issues, whatever happened to sending people who were trained in that area to deal with mentally challenged people, instead of sending somebody who is quick to grab, not even a taser, but they are quick to grab a pistol and start pop howling all over the place. Whatever happened to them talking about they were going to be sending trained people, you know? And maybe at the time of the call, they didn't know that this person was mentally challenged. But when they get there and they can see it's something unusual about the person, why not they get on a walkie-talkie or get on whatever and call and say, okay, we need somebody trained down here. We got somebody who it appears to be mentally challenged, if you will, instead of grabbing a gun. And what make it so bad to me is, and I don't know, but I mean, I have my thoughts, and I know a lot of people probably will not agree, but I know you won't, because and I know why you won't, but that's okay. It's not okay, but that's okay. The officer that fired the shot, he didn't even have on his body. I mean, he had his body cam on, but the body cam was turned off. He didn't turn the body cam on until after the pop-house occurred and the lady got live dead in the house. Okay, so the report, like I said, I uploaded it to my community wall. If you want to go take a look, it's there. Um, so, whew, this is why I can't understand why we can't see the writing of the wall. When we go and when we unalive our own folk, sometimes self defense have to come into play. I get that. When you're doing it for self defense, it's self preservation. I get that. But you out here just doing it because you mad with Joe Joe Blow for whatever he looked at your girl wrong, or somebody looked at your man wrong, and all of a sudden all you want to do is go and pick up something and unalive somebody. I mean, the minds of a lot of our people are just it's so damaged by what has occurred way back when, and it's still following us today. You don't have to believe it if you want. Just listen. The proof is in the pudding. That young mother of two is no longer here. Other people who've been because they saying that she went to the zinc and she supposedly had got some boiling water. Now, how you get boiling water from a zinc? Boiling water. I thought the water had to go on a stove, on a burner or something. But they say she went to the zinc, got some water, and the officer was afraid that she was going to throw some hot boiling water. I'm calling BS on that. I'm calling BS, and it's a lot of BS on all this stuff. But see, we got to wake up, guys, because we're doing their job for them. When we participate in unaliving our own folk, unless it's like I said, self-defense, self-defense. I mean, listen, self-preservation. Somebody coming after you with some bodily harm, of course, by all means, you're going to protect yourself. I understand that. I get it. We're still not supposed to take a life unless a life is trying to take our life, you know? But to just take a life, how it's going today. Now, I done seen, they had this incident where they had some kind of riots in the streets. This was a couple of years ago. And they had this young boy walking the streets with firearms, shotguns and all of that. And he was trying to go up to the police, and he didn't look like me. He didn't look like me. He was he was a European. And they didn't pay the boy no mind. And that young boy who went in that church, killed all them daggone so-called black folks. He was he got taken to some kind of fast food. They didn't go to try to kill at him. I mean, right is right and wrong is simply wrong. Now, I understand they got the officer in jail. I understand. But how long is he going to stay there? Was he put in jail just to calm the noise? And when the noises died down, they're going to ease him on up out of there? Or take him somewhere else where, nobody even knows what done happened, when done happened, how it happened? We have got to stop aiding and abetting and the crimes that some, not all. Please hear me when I say some, not all, because some of y'all is not going to like the video, but that's okay, because I want to deal in reality. I'm not trying to deal with a bunch of makeshift stuff and saying stuff just because, oh no, that's not true, that's just what your mind is. No, it's what's been happening for years and years and years, okay, to people who look like this, okay? It's been happening for years. So I'm not making up anything. Like I said, you got people, officers, who will think twice if it's somebody who look like somebody who not looking like me before they pull out a gun. They will pull out their taser first. Or if they're going to shoot with a gun, they're going to try to shoot him in the leg somewhere, shoot him in the pinky toe or something, as to not to take their life. Now, I don't understand, but then I do understand. That's my problem. I understand all too well. And this ain't got nothing to do with no prejudice stuff. This is just dealing with stuff as I have seen them unfold time after time after time. So many of people who look like me, they don't even have a fighting chance. Why didn't that officer have his body cam on prior to going to that house? Why? Was something nefarious about to go down and he knew it? What was he? Did he have something in his mind that he was going to do, and he didn't want no proof? Why? Why? See, they drop the ball on us all the time. They either don't have the body cam on, or they making up wild tales about why this happened and why that happened. Just like with Aubrey, they tried to make excuses for why that young boy is no longer here, and all he was doing was jogging. See, this stuff has been going on for years, guys, for years. And I mean, before I was even born, stuff was happening. But we got to get ourselves together. We got to try to come together and insist. We got to have unity. We got to put our thinking caps on to try to figure out how. First of all, you might want to get the police officers, and some of them ain't so good, who look like us. Some of them ain't so good. Some of them trying to fit into the other mess. You know, the other officers who are crooked and just, dirty as can be. They want to, because they don't want no trouble. So they want to get in where they can fit in, and they want to do it as to not look like, they're just taking up for their people. But when are you going to start? They got people taking up for them. We need people taking up for us. First place, we need to be identified. If you go to a residence, you see that somebody may not be playing with a full deck. I'm just saying. You might see somebody who is mentally challenged. Get on your walkie-talkie or whatever kind of instruments you have, and call for someone who is able to deal with someone like that. Because that woman, I don't believe she deserved to lose her life because she was having some mental setbacks or whatever. But how do you get boiling water from the spigot? I want to know that much. How do we do that? I know some water can get hot because my water at my house, it gets hot. I have to hurry up and quickly mix it with some cold water. But it's not enough to, tear the fur off you, if you will. But the bottom line, and I'm going to get on up out of here because I only came for a few minutes to say my piece on it, because I think it's just terrible. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace how these people are able, and some of them get away with it, but this officer, I heard he was behind bars, but for how long? Because they'll try to switch some stuff up and shake some stuff around, and before you know it, he done walked. He done went free with a pension and everything else in his daggone back pocket. So how much longer are we going to ignore the things that's going on out here? When are we going to, as a people, come together, figure out how we can facilitate and how to make laws that's going to protect us? Protect the mentally ill. Protect us from people who would like nothing better but to see us in a pine box. How do we do that? We need to try to come together. First of all, we need to stop unaliving each other. Simple as that. We need to stop unaliving each other. I mean, either by a physical mean or a mental mean. We need to get our mental together. That means going sitting on a couch, or ottoman, sit somewhere, prop your feet up, and talk about what's going on with you, so you can get the help, the proper help that you need. Because we done been hitting the head from way back, and this stuff is still with us today. It's with us. I don't care how strong and you so good you think you are. It's some mental things going on. Don't have anything to do with you. It's because of the things that occurred way back when that's following us to this very day that we need to get a handle of. We need to get a handle on it. Because that lady should not be dead. Now, those babies are going to be reared without a mama. I don't know where the daddy at. I didn't hear anything about a daddy. But the mama is no longer there. And to me, that's sad. So when are we going to wake up, guys? When are we going to wake up and try to build our own community, get our own mental straightened out? When are we going to do that? I'm praying it's going to be sooner rather than later. But we have to first understand that there's a problem. Yeah, Houston, there's a problem. And if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And if you're part of the problem, you just need to go somewhere else. Because we need solutions. We need answers as to how to discontinue these kind of things. These things that we know. I mean, the brother, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I mean, he unalived that man because he had his knee on that man's neck. And he was blocking his flow of breath. You got all kinds of people being beat up and stuff like that in paddy wagons to the point that they can't walk. I mean, all kind of, people going to, I thought I was going to the right address, and you start spewing bullets, and people come up unalived. We need to stand together, guys. We do. We need to stand together and insist that this mess be stopped. Otherwise, it'll just continue. It'll continue. And who knows? The next person to be unalive may be your very own. I pray not. I pray not. But if we don't try to get it together, stand up as, to try to get these laws changed. First of all, maybe we need to try to have people in our community that's trained a lot better than what they are now. But have people in our community that look like us. Because if you got other people, they don't know nothing about the people who live in the community. They just come, and like I say, they won't even reach for the daggone taser. Just get the daggone revolver and start powering. So, I mean, hey, I just came to make my little thoughts known to what I'm thinking about what's going on out here, and it's been happening way too much, guys. It's time for a change. Time that we need to go and stand in front of the White House, or where the senators are, where the congressmen's people are, and make our voices heard, okay? So when I'm talking about us uniting, I'm talking about uniting in a positive manner. We ain't gonna go out here and do nothing, because some of us don't have weapons. So ain't no need of going out here acting crazy, because that's going to produce more craziness. I'm talking about in a way that we can get some real action to be done about all of this mess that's going on. Okay, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. I love you and I mean it. Nothing you can do about it. Till the next time I see you or you see me or however this thing is supposed to be. I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share the video. Thank you for watching. Almighty peace and blessings, everybody.